Picture this, a gravity-defying dunk, the crowd roaring, and then silence. Zion Williamson, once hailed as the next LeBron James, limps off the court. Again. Since entering the NBA as the #1 draft pick in 2019, injuries have become Zion's toughest opponent, sidelining him more often than not. The shocking reality? He's played far fewer games than expected. But hope springs from an unexpected source. Shaquille O'Neal, a player once criticized for his own conditioning, has stepped up with advice that could be a game changer and offer the potential turning point in Zion's quest for NBA greatness. Now picture this, a 6 feet 6 inches, 284-pound behemoth colliding through the air with the grace of a ballerina. It's Zion Williamson in action. When he entered the NBA in 2019, the basketball world held its collective breath. Here was a prospect so electrifying, so unique, that comparisons to LeBron James didn't seem far-fetched. The hype was real, and so were the expectations. When Zion steps on the court, magic happens. The numbers tell a compelling story. 22.5 points per game, shooting at a blistering 57.6% clip. His highlight reel is a jaw-dropping showcase of power and finesse. But there's another set of numbers that casts a shadow over his brilliance. 190 games played out of a possible 378. For all his on-court wizardry, Zion's career has been a stop-start affair, with injuries derailing his progress time and time again. The question now becomes, is Zion's weight truly holding him back? It's a touchy subject, but one that's impossible to ignore. The New Orleans Pelicans have taken notice, assembling a team of nutritionists and trainers to keep their star in peak condition. But here's the cruel irony of Zion's situation. That very mass that makes him so unstoppable on the court might be endangering his career. His game is built on explosive power, the ability to bulldoze through defenders while still maintaining the agility to finish at the rim. It's a delicate balance, and finding the sweet spot between power and health is proving to be Zion's greatest challenge. As time passed, the whispers grew louder. Former players, analysts, and fans all had opinions on Zion's physique, but one voice stood out from the crowd: Shaquille O'Neal, a man who knows a thing or two about being a big man in the NBA. Shaq's words weren't just criticism, they were a lifeline for someone who'd walked a similar path. "I was big, but I was in shape," Shaq said in an interview with ESPN. "I didn't get hurt because I was out of shape. I got hurt because I was playing hard." It's a subtle distinction, but an important one. Shaq's message to Zion isn't about shedding pounds at all costs, but about finding the right balance for his unique body type and play style. The parallels between Shaq and Zion are striking. Both entered the league as physical anomalies with skill sets that seem to defy their size. But while Shaq went on to dominate for nearly 2 decades, Zion's career hangs in the balance. The advice from the Big Diesel isn't just about diet and exercise. It's about mindset, about understanding the long game of an NBA career. Shaquille O'Neal, basketball legend turned analyst, leans forward in his inside the NBA chair. His eyes locked onto the camera, he delivers a message to Zion Williamson. "Young fella, I've been where you are. I know the struggle." This isn't just another hot take. It's a moment of raw honesty from one big man to another. Shaq's words cut deep. He doesn't run hard, he doesn't create easy baskets for himself, and it looks like he's not ready, O'Neal declares. But there's more to this than meets the eye. Shaq's not throwing stones, he's extending a lifeline.
"I'm the president when it comes to being a dominant big man. There is no other. There was another. Rest in peace, Mr. Wilt Chamberlain. When it comes to being a dominant big man, I am the authority. I am the go-to guy."
Rewind to Shaq's early days. A physical marvel, yes, but not without his challenges. He faced questions about his conditioning and weight management, just like Zion does now. As time passed, Shaq evolved. He didn't just rely on his size. He developed an arsenal of post moves and focused on his conditioning. The result? A career spanning nearly 2 decades, 4 championships, and a legacy as one of the most dominant players ever. Fast forward to Zion. The parallels are striking. Both entered the league as physical freaks of nature. But here's where Shaq's tough love comes into play. We only criticize people that we like. We only criticize people that we believe in, O'Neal emphasizes. This isn't about tearing Zion down, it's about building him up. Charles Barkley echoes this statement. We want him to be great. The question now becomes, will Zion heed this advice? Will he find that sweet spot where power meets stamina, where raw talent transforms into sustained dominance? Shaq's journey provides a roadmap, but it's not about conforming to some cookie-cutter NBA physique. It's about maximizing potential, about being the best version of yourself on the court. Shaq sees in Zion a player who could redefine the game, just as he did, but he also sees the pitfalls that could derail that journey. As we look ahead, one thing is clear. This isn't about Zion's career. It's about the power of tough love in professional sports and how the wisdom of those who've walked the path can shape the future of the game. Picture this: Zion Williamson soaring through the air, body twisting a full 360 degrees before slamming the ball home with thunderous force. The crowd erupts, the blackboard trembles, and a message echoes through the arena. Zion's back, and he means business. This wasn't just any dunk. It was a statement of intent, a physical manifestation of Williamson's determination to reclaim his spot among the NBA's elite. But what does Zion's presence really mean for the New Orleans Pelicans? The numbers tell a compelling story. In the 2023-2024 season, Williamson's averaging 22.5 points, 5.9 rebounds, and 4.6 assists per game. More importantly, his impact on team performance is stark. Without Zion, the Pelicans stumbled to a 5-25 record. With him on the court, they're 2-5, still struggling but showing signs of life that hint at his game-changing potential. Behind the scenes, Zion's putting in work that doesn't make the highlight reels. Coach Willie Green's praise isn't just lip service, it's recognition of the sweet equity Zion's investing in his future. It's incredible, his ability to impact the basketball game when he's on the floor, Green remarked, highlighting Williamson's dedication. Yet, for all the positive signs, critics like Stephen A. Smith continue to question Zion's conditioning. The Pelicans organization has rallied to his defense, emphasizing his commitment to improvement and growth. Zion's response? A raw, unfiltered declaration. People don't understand how much I really love this shit. It's not just about the game. It's about his team, his city, and his future he's fighting to build. As we watch Zion's career unfold, the stakes couldn't be higher. At 23, he's still young, but in the NBA, windows of opportunity can slam shut in the blink of an eye. Every thunderous dunk, every game-changing play is a chance to silence doubters and solidify his place among basketball's great. The potential is undeniable, but potential alone isn't enough. As NBA legends like Shaq and tough-talking commentators point out, true greatness demands more than raw talent. It requires dedication, resilience, and a burning desire to be the best. The question now becomes, can Zion harness his incredible gifts and turn potential into sustained excellence? The basketball world watches, waiting to see if this young phenom can leap from highlight reel sensation to generational superstar. In the NBA's pantheon of greatness, Zion Williamson stands at a critical crossroads. The wisdom of veterans beckons, with icons like Shaq and Barkley offering tough love. Will Zion embrace their guidance, transforming his raw talent into a legendary career? Or will he chart his own course, risking the pitfalls that have derailed so many promising stars? The basketball world watches, holding its breath. Zion's potential is undeniable, a force of nature waiting to be unleashed, but potential alone doesn't guarantee greatness. It's the choices he makes now, facing criticism and setbacks, that will shape his legacy. As the next chapter unfolds, fans and critics alike lean in, hoping to witness the birth of a new basketball legend. Will Zion rise to the challenge, etching his name in NBA lore? The ball is in his court, and the world eagerly awaits his next move.